Alright, so we're going to do the Genshin 4.7 A Conquest Bedtime story. That's good. Yes, we're using this team as usual. Bedtime story, see? I got it right. With trailer, it showed that we will see Aether, who means brother. It's also a Lift story, so we're gonna learn more about Camria shit, as like, we always do one of these every year. Because it's like the final sort of arc conquest of the chapter arc thing of some things, but it's weird that it's in this one's in Sumeru again, like last time, because we were doing something around like here last time, you know, with that fairy bear thing. Might so it'll be something to do with that. Really said something to do about Luma Fate's already complete. That were brought up in a few times, so we'll get on with this Coon of Fate, shall we? Yeah, deal with it. I'm gonna call it Coon of Fate sometimes.
Perfect. It's you two. I have a commission here that has your names written all over it. In fact, I'd even go so far as to say you're the only ones for the job.
Damn right, we're the only ones for fucking gods, I guess. I suppose.
The only ones for the job? Huh. If our help is really that important, it's probably some Archon class commission, right?
Yeah. I've never heard of this classification before, but sure. We're happy to take this on. Which Archon do we need? Do you need us to deal with today? Yes. Yes. This is just yes.
The Adventurers Guild doesn't employ that kind of classification system. In fact, this commission is also probably not nearly as intimidating as what you're expecting.
No Archon that's something for us to give out today. Maybe in Natlan we will be booking God of War.
All it asks us to do is to find a missing person.
Aye. But why is it only something we're capable of?
Huh? Then why did you say we were the only ones for the job?
Is that Mongo? The English go there. Why?
I came across this commission while reviewing our backlog not too long ago.
Damn, I've got a backlog. It's her all on YouTube. Dark Souls 2. Because, yes, it is. I'm just keep checking to see if audio is actually working because OCD is telling me to. Yeah. Yeah, audio is fine. The meow.
It seems simple, but our records indicate that over a dozen successive efforts to complete it have all ended in failure, despite attempts by several accomplished and renowned adventurers.
Right.
With the reputation of the Adventurers Guild and the performance of the Sumeru branch at stake, it's in our best interest to assign this commission to the adventurer with the highest completion rate over the past few years.
That'd be us.
Well, that's us for sure.
Flattery will get you everywhere with Paimon. uh,
All I'm asking is for you to give it your best shot. If it proves to be beyond your capabilities as well, I'll talk to the commissioner about canceling the commission.
aye.
Okay, so who are we looking for? And what is it about this commission that's made it so hard to complete?
Where's Denzel? It's a homie.
This commission was jointly issued by the residents of Vimara Village. They
Alright.
say one of their own villagers has gone missing.
Didn't we hear about this, like, last year? Sort of fucking thing, and we already found him or something? I don't remember.
But the problem is, they don't know the missing person's name. They can only provide information about his general appearance.
They're all from the same village, but they don't even know his name?
Okay, that is a little weird.
If so many adventurers have failed to complete this commission, maybe this missing villager doesn't exist at all. Could it be some sort of a prank or something?
Unlikely. Several villagers came by to issue the commission, and judging by their appearance and tone of voice, they seemed incredibly sincere. It certainly didn't seem like a joke to them. Besides, putting up a commission requires a processing fee. There aren't many upsides to a prank that costs Mora to carry out.
I mean... fair, I guess.
In any case, it would probably be best to go to Vimara Village and ask around first. The Adventurers Guild does have some information on hand,
Wait, I
but
guess
I
they
would
don't
say
really...
anything you can
yeah,
learn
no,
directly
know
from the
about
villagers
Twitch.
would be far more reliable. The best way to avoid misdirection is to go to the source.
Yeah, so they're not really know much about people paying for doing stupid shit on Twitch. Just paying for a joke. With fucking TTS stuff. To do with that.
Alright then, let's go! Paimon's starting to get really curious about this whole thing.
I don't mean text to Skyrim for that, by the way. Even though I mean text to speech. Though I guess suppose the Skyrim is also text to speech, just Skyrim. Bedtime story, let's go. Oh yeah, with these quests we get shit like this. Only one wish, I thought it was two. Oh yeah, 7th of C6 Farina at this point. Because got enough shit out for Farina rerun. And you already know I've got fucking 3 Farina. Already seen the previous video, which was the fucking Farina story quest. So like at the end of Farina story quest got why am I walking there? Seriously? Why the fuck were I walking?
We made it to Vimara Village! Why don't we talk to some of the villagers to learn a little bit more about the missing guy? If this commission is really as challenging as Catherine made it out to be, we're gonna need to carry out a very detailed investigation.
Merchant, you tell me shit. No.
Hello there. You looking to buy something? I do business in this area.
Oh, no, we're adventurers. Catherine sent us to look into a commission here in Vimara Village.
Ah, so you're here about that, then. Ah, you're not the first, that's for sure. We've certainly made a lot of trouble for you all.
I mean, we're the best.
To be honest, we aren't holding out much hope. Many adventurers have made their way out here, confident they'd be able to help us, only to leave soon after with nothing to show for their efforts. We've pretty much had it up to here in questions, and the area around the village has practically been overturned in search of clues. But no one has been able to make any headway.
Alright.
So, this person we're looking for, what's his name? Where did he live? Does he have any relatives?
I don't know. I really have no clue. I couldn't tell you.
Okay, guess you are really sick of answering questions.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to sound short with you. I was actually just giving you my answer to your questions.
Right. Yeah. Anything else?
I know it may seem like we don't have anything to offer by way of information, but I promise you, we all have a very strong impression of him. When you live in the same village as someone, you develop a lot of memories together, you know?
Sure.
We just don't know the specifics. Maybe we did at one point, but that information is long gone by now.
This is strange.
At least that's what everyone in the village seems to think. We've all exchanged what we know, and that was the only logical conclusion.
Alright, specifics aside then, what kind of person was he?
Young guy, in his early 20s probably. Incredibly kind sort of person, always willing to lend a helping hand.
Why am I thinking this is Dansley? Like, because me, Dansley somewhat fits this. Like, is young, looking, it looks like it could be in his early 20s.
I chat with him
When
when I
I was
didn't
in-
have any customers. I even saw him stick out his neck for others on more than one occasion. Very interesting guy, that one.
What about his clothes?
Now that you've started talking about him, you don't seem nearly as down in the dumps as you did before. Seems like he left a pretty good impression on you.
But of course, everyone in the village is pretty fond of him. We wouldn't have issued that commission otherwise. There aren't many young people like him nowadays, so genuine and pure. To think that he just up and disappeared one day.
Did he have blonde
Just hope
hair?
nothing bad happened.
He had blonde hair, didn't he?
Could he have just moved away without telling anyone?
No, he's not the type to leave without saying goodbye. And anyway, moving away without being seen by a single person in the village? There's no way he would have been able to manage that.
Sorry about that.
Huh. Alright, thanks for the information. We're gonna go ask around some more.
My guess, it might have either been with her or... Wait, no, if it just doesn't look. They just assume he's not in his early 20s, but looks for him. Now, Densley, maybe. It might be on with Densley. But we'll have to find out.
It's that guests I hear.
No.
Hi, Grandpa Amadea. We're here to help you look for the guy that's gone missing.
Yeah.
Ah, so that's what brings you to these parts.
No.
Coming all this way for our sake. That's so very kind of you. With your help, I trust that young man's case is in good hands.
Came all the way from Fontaine for this, bro.
Could you tell us a bit about him?
Of course. I'm happy to help any way I can.
Right,
With
bro.
my failing eyesight, I'm afraid I can't offer much about his appearance. But I do remember hearing the sound of his voice. Not recently, of course. That loss has left me feeling quite empty.
Right.
I don't think his parents are still living in the village. But somehow he never seemed lonely. In fact, he was usually the one offering companionship to others. He would often take time to visit the elderly or play with the orphans in the village.
Okay. Sounds like they might be on with a twin, maybe. I don't know. Hard to determine.
And whenever someone had
Even then,
something
it's
on
about
their
him.
mind, he was there to listen with open ears. He always knew just what to say. As the village chief,
That's my
I owe
guess.
him many thanks. Helping villagers navigate difficult moments in their lives should have been one of my responsibilities. But he was often the one rising to the occasion.
Wow. He seems like such a nice and gentle person. No wonder his disappearance affected you all so much.
Wait, if you play as Aether, does it still say he or would it say she? As she, then it's obviously the twin. Might have to investigate that after doing the quest.
But, you wouldn't happen to know any details about his name, address, or family situation, right?
I'm ashamed to admit it, but I just can't remember. No matter how you look at it, I should know those things. But for some reason, no matter how hard I try to remember, the information just doesn't come. Perhaps my age really has caught up with me this time.
It's okay. There's no need to force yourself to try and remember. We'll figure something out.
Just walked off. Oh no, no. Yes.
Well, Traveler, what do you think?
Alright, there's more than what needs to hide.
I don't think so, too. Like, the name thing. It's so weird that no one remembers his name. And nobody has been able to tell us anything about his family or where he lived. It's like this guy's been erased from reality or something.
Or is someone who only interested in
Wait.
memories?
So you're saying it's not that he's been erased, necessarily, but more like he never existed to begin with?
Perhaps.
Okay, Paimon's gonna need some time to process that one. Someone who only exists in people's memories?
Could it be like what happened with Greater Lord? If I feel like sort of mass alteration of people's memories? Could be. I'm thinking something like that, maybe. Maybe. Could be.
You two are the adventurers who just arrived, right?
Who the fuck are you?
You're here for the Vamara Village Commission?
Yep, sure are. We were just looking into the case.
I'm so glad to hear that. Thank goodness you haven't given up. I've been so worried the Adventurers Guild might cancel our commission. My name is Atosa, by the way. I grew up here in Vamara Village.
Okay.
Anyway, I just wanted to say, please keep searching for a missing villager. I'm begging you. You have to find him.
Alright. We'll do our best.
Yeah, no need to worry. We'll give it our best shot. So, were you close to the missing villager? Are there any leads you can give us?
I'm not sure this counts as a lead, but follow me. There's a place I'd like to show you.
Alright. Your bedroom. I'm gonna take off your clothes. Are you taking us to a cave? Lock you in. Both are acceptable, to be honest. Same situation. Different location. Oh, so you wanna fuck under the tree? Okay. The woman.
Is this the place? Under this tree?
Yep. I know it doesn't look like much, but this place is very meaningful to me. It's so full of memories. We used to always sit together under this tree and talk. Sometimes we would look up at the clouds in the sky, or stop to feel the wind against our skin. We could sit there for hours at a time, never realizing how long it had been.
Okay.
I was actually adopted by the people of Vamara Village. The forest rangers found me in the woods as a child.
Alright.
I was surrounded by such good people, and growing up in the village was so lively. Still, there were times when I couldn't help but feel incredibly alone.
Makes sense though, doesn't it?
Alone?
How should I put it? When something's bothering you, or when you have good news to share, you always want to talk about it with somebody. But for the longest time, I didn't know who I could talk to, or if I should say anything at all. Everyone has their own problems to deal with. Even if I might want to confide in others, I don't want to become a burden.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
Really? You know exactly how I feel?
Alright, so this literally just says a lot of shit here. Like saying I used to have someone like a family member that I could talk to no matter what, but now I have lots of friends who understand me and would be happy to hear me out.
Aww.
Wow, that sounds really nice. You're quite lucky. When it comes to our missing villager, well, I guess you could say that to me. He felt like both a family member I could rely on and a friend who could really understand me.
Alright. Have you noticed that what's in the tree? There's something up there on the branch.
No matter what came my way, I knew I could always talk to him. He was so thoughtful and pure, and patient, too. Whenever I talked to him, he would always seem so interested, as if the things I was describing were just as important to him as they were to me.
Problem.
Ever since he disappeared, there's been so much I wanted to tell him. No, none of those things matters now. I just really want to see him again.
Alright.
Wow. You two must have been really close.
Like balls deep close, maybe?
Did he ever tell you anything about himself?
He mostly just talked about interesting things he saw around the village. He'd share a lot of his own wild ideas as well. Oh, right! I did ask him about his parents once. But all he said was, they're not here anymore. I didn't know whether that meant they had left the village or passed away, and I didn't want to pry.
Fair.
Still not much to go off of.
Look at me. Talking your ear off and still nothing to show for it. I'm sorry I wasn't more help.
I mean, I'll know his personality profile a bit better, didn't you?
The last time I talked this much in one go was when we were still together. Come to think of it, every time we talked, it always seemed to be around dusk, just like right now. Time always passed by really slowly. Even when it felt like we'd been talking for hours, the sun would still be at the same position in the sky.
Alright.
Well, time always seems to pass slower when you're relaxed, right? What's wrong, Traveler?
Okay, so if it were always that day, never seems. Based on what we've learned, this is definitely no regular missing person case. What the person said just told us about time could be a key. Unraveling, I think. Unraveling, so yeah. Come here.
Hey, look at those hilly trails over there. Doesn't it seem like they're acting a little strange?
What are they arguing about?
The Abyss Order. Could they be the ones behind all of this?
Let's beat up that camera.
Uh-oh, we've been spotted! Quick, get ready to fight!
He already is.
Propagate!
Get out your fucking bubble.
Rise.
Scatter!
Stabilize!
Propagate!
Give us info.
This is order.
Shine down!
Having these two down like this is a big help, because that gets two of them down. I just seeing, once they get the bubble off them,
Go.
Thank you so much. I wasn't expecting monsters to show up. If you hadn't been here, I'm not sure what I would have done.
die.
It was no trouble.
Yeah, what the Abyss are doing here.
Now that I think about it, the hilly trolls around Vilmara village have been a lot more active lately.
Okay.
They seem agitated and would often attack anything in sight. Chief Amadea doesn't allow the children to play in the area around the village anymore.
Okay.
Maybe the Abyss Order really is involved. Well, we should head back and check out the situation in Vimara Village just in case. If the Abyss Order is plotting something that could spell trouble for the villagers.
Yeah.
Wait a second. That person... It's Dainsleif!
Then look, how we doing, Harmy?
Ah, it's you two.
Fine.
Oh, a friend of yours?
Yep.
Well, I'll leave you all to it then. I should head back to the village and check up on Chief Amadea and the others anyway. Well, see you later.
You're looking at Paimon.
Yep, see you later, Atosa! Why do you always have to pop up out of nowhere like that? Is it your life's mission to jump scare us or something?
It's hardly personal, or intentional for that matter. As long as you and I are both in pursuit of the Abyss Order, we're bound to cross paths.
Rude.
Ah, so you're here to investigate the Abyss Order then. That would explain the monsters you were fighting just now.
Naturally. Hold on. Are you not here for the same purpose?
Alright. We're on the trail.
No matter.
Just happened, done it?
It may have taken you a while to catch on, but I'm sure you've also realized by now that there's something strange about this place.
Yes.
The Abyss Order is most certainly planning something in this area. Or worse, their plan could already be in motion.
So you think the Abyss Order is behind the hilly trail activity in the area?
Yeah.
As things stand, I highly doubt that is their primary motive. I would imagine the increased hilly trail activity is merely a byproduct of whatever it is they're really trying to accomplish.
Listen.
Still, the hilly trail activity is causing a lot of problems for the people here. We should stick around for a while and protect the village, don't you think?
The best way to protect them is by figuring out what the Abyss Order is truly planning. That is how we prevent further tragedy.
Yeah, you want us answers, bro.
And you shall have them. I never intended to hide anything from you. Don't worry. There should be ample time to talk.
Yes, apple time.
Ah, so that was the commission that brought you here to Vimara Village. Someone who seems to only exist in people's memories. That is indeed quite intriguing. I would agree that it's unlikely you have a simple missing persons case on your hands. However, any possible connection to the Abyss Order is still unclear.
I'm thinking it's the when something like that.
It appears all we have by way of clues is
And to do with Luma
increased
Bit.
hilichurl activity, and that is certainly not much to go off of.
Aye. The initial promise then, yeah?
Right! That mysterious voice she heard in her brother's memory. The one who called himself a sinner.
Oh yeah,
Who's
that.
he?
There's that. Okay. I almost forgot about that until it was mentioned, and it's like, oh yeah, that. Has it been a while since I've done that? So, you know, how it is. Yes.
Traveler, let me ask you this. Do you believe your sibling to have betrayed you?
I don't know. Has he betrayed? Alright, after that interruption. I don't know. In a way. Like, I don't know, we'll just say we'll have faith in him.
I sense hesitation in your words. After all, you still haven't figured out the whole truth of what happened. There's still hope for the two of you to reconcile. Irreparable damage has not yet been done.
Alright, Julio. The see how shit happens then?
The sinner you wish to know about, his situation is different. He and his fellow sinners have long betrayed me, and long betrayed their nation.
Aye.
His name is Vedrfolnir, the Visionary.
Aye. That's a bit, okay.
I'm loath to admit it, but he is also my kin, my older brother.
Oh, plot twist. Your brother betrayed you.
Your brother?
Yeah, what happened between what happened to Karen? Both, I want to know.
There were 5 of them, the 5 sinners of Kanria.
Aye.
The wise, Roptatir. The visionary, Vedrfolnir. Gold, Rhine-daughter. The foul, Sertologi. And Rehir of Solnari, Rerir. No matter how eroded my memory may become, I will never forget their names.
Yeah, weird glitchy
One
shit.
day, I shall have my vengeance.
Wait, some of those names sound really familiar. Rhyndaughter is the one who created Albedo. Sertology is Skirk's master.
Alright. Then I kind of fucking forgot, I'm being honest.
And the one we just learned about, Dane's brother, Vetafolnir. If he was the voice of the sinner, then the one who inspired Clothar to create the Abyss Order was him.
Yeah, somehow everything is connected. If that's true, then the stone slate we found in the ruin in Fontaine, the one that outlined Fontaine's prophecy, that was likely that dude's doing that Bendia, whatever.
They were once people of great esteem in Canria, those who carried the hopes of the nation. They were the best of their peers, outstanding in their respective fields.
Right, okay. Meow. Yeah, that's thingy.
The 6 of us, together. We should have been the ones to prevent the disaster. The ones to stop the Vinster King from continuing to rock the foundation of the world. Yet, deep within, the 5 of them craved something more. They could not resist the call of the Abyss, and divided among themselves a power that could destroy the world.
Right.
So they became sinners, but also transcendent beings, each in possession of world-shattering power. And when the cataclysm occurred, not one of them stood up in defense of their nation. Not one came forward to prevent the tragedy, and for that, they shall never have my forgiveness.
But then, sibling got in contact with your brother.
Indeed. If they are not stopped, the day is sure to come when they will also betray the entire world.
It must be hard to talk about this, but cheers, mate.
Of course. As I said, I never intended to hide anything from you.
So, Dane, what have you been looking into all this time?
I've continued to investigate the questions surrounding the Loom of Fate. It's
Alright,
been
but it's already
quite some
completed.
time since the initial operation was launched.
It's already been completed, bro.
By retrieving the eye of the first field tiller, we were able to stop part of their plan from coming to fruition.
Oh, Paimon remembers! Weren't they going to use it to corrupt Osial and make a god or something?
Indeed. However, it's obvious that was just some sort of technical experiment.
I think they were one of the first Densler funds.
The eye was integral to their plan, yet somehow, despite failing to obtain it, they've skipped the experimental phase and found some other way to keep moving forward.
Okay.
There are many signs pointing to that effect.
Then, what should we do? It's not too late, is it?
Our most pressing concern is to determine the purpose of the Loom of Fate. From there, we'll be able to deduce the Abyss Order's true objective.
Yeah, seems valid reasoning there.
Based on the intel I've gathered so far, I suspect the Loom of Fate is related to the ley lines in some way.
Okay.
The ley lines?
Traveler, you were able to observe your siblings' memories last time, yes? I believe that was due to the fact that the ley lines in that area were unstable.
Alright.
My recent investigation has shown that Abyss Order activity in a particular area is usually followed by a series of issues with the ley lines.
Alright, memories flow through ley lines.
Wait! Then our commission here in Vimara Village. The person who seems to exist only in people's memories. Could it be connected?
Perhaps. Memories, ley lines, doesn't fit. Person that doesn't exist. What's the connection between all these?
It's certainly possible. I'll join your investigation tomorrow. This missing persons case could very well turn out to be the key to unraveling these mysteries.
Mayhaps.
Well, if we're teaming up with Dane again, we're gonna need all the energy we can get. Let's try investigating somewhere a little further away tomorrow.
Okay. I don't know how long this quest's actually gonna be, so I did start stream a little early. Oh, I saw a little. More like over an hour early.
Tired. Paimon used way too much brain juice yesterday. It's all Dane's fault saying all that complicated stuff.
Alright, I never sleep well enough.
Well, let's go find Dane. We've got a lot to do today.
Get a lot of more for that with nearly 50k. Why did you not see your whole voice line for it? Rude.
Dane? Hello, Dane? Why are you just zoning out over here? Did something happen?
What's wrong?
The missing person from your commission. Could you describe them to me?
Nah, mate, I can't describe a fucking thing.
Oh, young guy? Early 20s? Seriously, Dane, what's going on?
There appear to be certain memories in my mind that weren't there before.
Okay.
Memories of him.
Maybe we just talked too much about him yesterday and you had a weird dream or something?
No, it wasn't a dream. They're memories. Memories that suddenly appeared in my mind after I woke up.
He must be fucking weird, bro.
And I'm certain I've never met this person before.
Yeah, what exactly did you fake remember?
I remember... handing him the eye of the first field tiller.
Huh?
What? Okay, so this missing person definitely has something to do with the Abyss Order then!
It's the twin.
Indeed. And it appears he possesses the ability to implant memories into the minds of others.
Or alter them from to like alter shit what happens.
Wait then. All the memories the villagers have of him, could they be fake too? Maybe they never knew him at all. But why would he do something like that?
Whatever the Abyss Order is planning, an important truth has been revealed to us this morning.
Okay.
What sort of truth?
That their goal is still to obtain the eye of the first field tiller. They haven't stopped searching for it. I am the only person who knows its location. Perhaps implanting that particular memory was an attempt to interfere with my mind in some way.
Alright. What's it still saying?
Your concerns are not entirely unfounded. I don't believe the Abyss Order is capable of altering reality like that just yet. However, considering their single-minded pursuit of the Eye, I would say an equal level of caution is in order on our part.
Alright.
Come with me. We must check whether the Eye is still in our possession.
Oh, so you're going to take us to where you hid it?
Yeah, but what if someone follows her? If we go right there, will someone be on our tail? If we just expose in the Eye's location? Where that reason the Abyss Order implanted the memory in the first place to force the instead to confirm the Eye's location. From what I know of him, I thought I'm sure Dennis has already thought of that possibility. It seems likely he might already have a plan. Right, let's go.
Of course.
I gotta grow up quickly so I can go find Rana. I wanna go traveling too.
Okay, so we got over here. I've been in this nation for a while, to be honest. Other than for the weekly boss. Usually the one over here. I also come to this domain. This one I've been going to. I've been going to this one. But the first domain was for.
So you hid it way out
Okay.
here? Not an easy place to discover, that's for sure. Well, let's go check to see if it's safe.
Traveler, wait.
Hmm? Is it Alzheimer's gets here again?
We've no time to lose. Let's head inside.
What are you gonna tell us?
Hey, wait up!
Alright, the Revelations. We're going to the Book of Revelations then, yeah? Right, Pyro. We got this. We don't got Pyrolumine, so no. If we had Pyrolumine, maybe. These Abyss places are always fucked like this. There's one in Fontaine. And somewhat used shit to get to. There's also I can know me on what's like this sort of fucking place. Hey Luca, how are you doing? Don't really need that, but Ooh, mushrooms.
Gather!
There is no escape!
Oh wait, yeah, they're not gonna
Illusion
give me
shattered.
materials, so why am I bothering about reacting stuff? Been like, oh, I want their materials. It's like, no, they don't
Stabilize.
fucking have any.
Rise.
It appears the mechanisms here have changed over time.
Okay.
You can access the upper floor through the side door. Perhaps you should try reactivating the mechanism over there.
With that, obviously I'm doing this. Be sure to keep the tab open, lurk, and you'll get the... If you mute the tab, it won't stop you from being a viewer. You might have to type in chat every so often, maybe, because viewer count average being really shit lately. Could do with the stats been up. Maybe I've been overdoing Dark Souls. Not varying enough. But we'll be varying between World of Warcraft and this game. For a little bit. Ah, okay, you'll probably still hear it then. All the star stuff, but not see it. It's also fine if you turn the volume down for it to not be too spoilery for Dark Souls. To like overpower it or something. Because it is voice acted. That's our conquest. Ooh. Ooh. I think maybe be hearing Lumine speak, because I do remember with trailer there is some like end quest, I think it might be, where it's like Lumine and Twin meet up. But I don't know if this is just from the trailer, so it's like, yeah, every fucker who's in the trailer know it. I don't know if Lumine actually going to speak. It'd be cool if we get to hear Lumine speak. Or if he shows Aether. Dangerous if it's sigils.
Shined up!
Solidify!
Life goes on.
Oh yeah, these are resistant to physical, but are still kind of resistant. Like, doing 5k to somewhat what's fairly resistant to physical is pretty good. Yeah, I thought that we're gonna wrap it up. That's why we came.
Make sure all the runes are pointing in the direction indicated by the light. That should unlock the mechanism.
Oh.
Ah, the door's open. Let's go. Our destination is
Interesting
just up
mechanism.
ahead.
A hard one to figure out, but still interesting. It is a variety, so that's pretty cool. That's just like edge to the abyss. Bit where it wants us to go down. Oh wait, yeah, it wants to go round. Oh. Is that a chest? I always look around these areas just because. Oh, it's a save point in the location. Shut the fuck up. Come back, will you? Some sort of fight's gonna happen here.
Looks like we can't go any further.
Be on your guard. I sense the presence of the abyss.
Alright.
It's the Abyss Order! They're here!
Ah, this is why it said to bring Pyro. Electro. Other elements work. Me a fucking... Right. Pyro would have been best.
Propagate!
Gather!
There is no escape!
Wheel of Life.
Stabilize!
Now you shall perish! Shine down!
Oh, what the fuck? Okay, physical does decent for it.
Propagate!
Gather! I will have order!
Life goes on.
Scatter!
Okay, it doesn't really react to that.
Propagate! Scatter! There is no escape!
Stabilize!
Propagate!
Get it.
Just as I suspected. The false memories were a trap. The Abyss Order just wanted to follow us here. Now that they're in the vicinity, we should have a chance to see...
Dane? What's wrong?
That immune face though. It's like... Fuck face.
Can you feel that? There's been a disturbance in the ley lines. It must be the work of the Abyss.
Wow, you must be really sensitive to that sort of thing. Paimon doesn't feel it.
You too. Do as I say. Use that mechanism over there and leave this place.
Nah, man.
The Abyss Order is putting something in motion. If you return to Vimara Village, I suspect you might finally have the opportunity to locate the missing villager. Just think of it as a way to divide and conquer.
I don't know about that one, G. Right, it does have a point, but it seems up. Damn. Damn. Hmm. Who this? Got a glove. An abyss fart. Ah, thought it was.
I knew going along with your trap would be the only way to meet with you face to face.
Thought it'd be here. Right then.
You risked your safety, and that of the Eye. That's quite the gamble, Dainsleif. But I believe that I am the one walking into a trap laid by the Twilight Sword.
Yeah.
So you came here all on your own? What about those followers of yours?
Meow.
When the Twilight Sword is prepared for battle, any army I could send would only be marching to their doom. Better that I face you alone. I know you must have a lot to say. But if it's a conversation you want, you'll have to defeat me first.
Can I have Lumine's version of that sword? It is definitely going to be a 5-star one. And I think we should get it for doing quests. Not have to wish for it. Like get it during the quest. And it'd be best fucking... objectively best one for Lumine no matter what. And power would also be best for final power. Like if
The
not,
Abyss
that's
Order's
gonna be
on the
like
move.
what
The
one?
ley lines are all out of whack.
Because it's supposed to be like shit full
We
power
better
now.
hurry back to Vimara Village and see what's going on.
Alright,
Hey,
YouTube
look
showcase.
at those hilly trails over there.
Alright. I can.
Weren't they acting super agitated just a little while ago? Why are they so calm all of a sudden?
Alright, here's something.
In the New World, they bade farewell to the shrouded sun.
Okay.
At last, they no longer needed to dwell on their suffering, or try to differentiate between various thoughts of blasphemy.
Okay.
Such was the price they paid, and thus their souls became cleansed and pure.
Did you hear that? What was that sound just now?
You heard it too? Not just my schizophrenia.
It sounded so gentle. Could that voice be comforting the hilly trails in some way? Oh, this is weird. Let's check if this is happening anywhere else.
Yeah. Can I still stab the villager? No, I will steal their food. Fuck you, my food. Where are these butterflies at?
Looks like the same thing is happening over here too. The hilly trails are calm.
They remind me of the mana sort of thing from Maggie. The anime.
You see, we're both still here.
I think that's Earthen.
We've reclaimed an endless amount of time to love.
Maybe.
Release your tears.
Uh-oh.
You no longer need to hold back your sorrow.
Alright, the voice again. Can I stab you? Don't mind my violence towards the villagers. I just want to stab them. Yeah, these like butterflies remind me of the like mana sort of thing in Maggie. Like, or the anime. Where there's the
Over
Magi.
there. It looks like they're sleeping.
Like, I think it's usually there's only 3 or something. At a time, 3 or 4. Can't remember. It's been a while since I've actually seen it.
In the end, he whispered, softly. Sleep well, Father. Sleep well,
Is this Carabao?
beloved people.
It's Carabao, isn't it? Carabao.
When you awake, that which differentiates us shall be no more.
It almost sounds like a poem or some kind of story.
Bedtime story.
Well, now that the Hilly have calmed down, Vimara Village should be safe at least.
Don't know about that one, G.
Let's put this situation to the side for now.
Feeling
Dane
that
said this might be our chance to find the missing villager, so we should head back to Vimara Village before it's too late.
Got food. Steal that shit. You need to be careful, this water is dangerous, we can drown here. Wait. Yes, they added it so it goes 200 now. Oh shit. Catch into chat. Yeah, they increased the limit to 200. Weird. I had a weird interruption to the chat room. I don't know why. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, wait, yeah. Cancel, no. I'm gonna stay in the focus story mode thing. I think that way I've got it set to so it like focuses on the story. I'm not sure, but obviously I can't. I suppose. That's like maybe a bit. I don't know. I'll use that in a bit. So they just added an extra 40, I guess. They need to increase the maximum condensed resin to be like 6 then.
Grandpa Medea, is everyone alright? The Abyss Order seems to be up to something nearby.
The Abyss Order? This is the first I'm hearing of it.
Right, bro.
Thank you for your concern, but as far as I'm aware, it's been business as usual here in the village.
Well, that's good to hear. Oh, also, you didn't happen to come across any clues about the missing villager while we were gone, did you?
Someone's gone missing, you say? Who would that be?
Huh?
Let's just get nothing. Yeah.
You know, the young guy from Vimara Village. The one you've been looking for all this time. You posted a commission with the Sumeru Adventurers Guild. That's kind of the whole reason we're here, actually. Your missing persons commission.
Ah, I do apologize, you two. I hope I'm not worrying you too much. I'm sure it's just my age making me forgetful again.
Nah, mate, I don't think it's just that one. Don't
At
blame your
least right
Alzheimer's.
now, I can't seem to recall whatever it is you're referring to. Perhaps you should try asking someone else.
Everyone's got Alzheimer's in this village, trust.
How is that? All right. Thanks for your help, Grandpa Amadia.
You look dazed and confused, don't you?
Something's definitely not right. We just talked to Grandpa Amadia about the missing villager. There's no way he could have forgotten all about him just like that. What do you think, Traveler? Could everyone's memories of the missing villager have been erased again?
I mean, possibly. Too early to say.
You're right. We should narrow down the possibilities first. Let's go ask someone else then.
Yes.
Researching human physiology is so much more interesting than field research.
Are you looking at research female bodies, aren't you? Don't worry. I'm the FBI female body inspector. Yeah. Just bro. Uber and safe hands with me, especially if the cat girl Uber. Uber knows, don't you? Yep, Uber knows. So then again, Uber's a special case. Of being my neck of it's
Someone's gone missing? Who?
Just as expected. That guy you said a bunch of nice things about earlier? The one you always used to chat with. He's around 20 years old, and you said he was a kind, warm-hearted person?
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
Really? You remember?
There aren't many young people who've earned that kind of praise from me. If you're certain that's what I said, then there's only one person who fits the bill. No doubt about it. But why'd you say he's gone missing?
you seen him recently?
Yeah, I just saw him leave the village. There was someone else with him, too. They couldn't have gone far.
Ah.
Strange. Bayram seems to remember him. And apparently he just saw him? Do you think maybe it's not that there's something wrong with people's memories, but that we've somehow returned to a time before he went missing?
Alright, it won't be that simple, mate. Just memory related shit with the ley lines. Right, what do the Selu mean? Speak.
Just like what happened with Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, no one remembers him. Because there's been a change in people's memories.
Yep.
If we really did travel back to a time before he disappeared, that could explain why the villagers said he hadn't gone missing.
Okay.
If this person only exists in people's memories, maybe we're in someone's memory right now.
Right! Paimon
Yeah.
totally forgot about the ley line disturbances. We're in someone else's memory. Just like how you entered your sibling's memory last time. That would also explain why we seem to be at a time before he went missing. It's a memory after all.
Right, then we can find him.
Right. If he's someone who only exists in people's memories, then we're finally on the same turf.
Let's go.
But didn't Bayron just say that he saw him leave the village with someone? Where should we go look for him?
That tree.
Who knows how long this ley line disturbance is gonna last? We might not have that much time, and we don't even know whose memory this is. Good idea! That'll help us narrow things down. We pretty much figured out that the missing villager has the ability to...
Got memories.
Right! That!
That's
Can
good.
we try to figure out more about him using what we know of his ability? Like, does it maybe leave a trace that would somehow give him away?
I mean, there is a way for it to blend perfect with the other ones, but it's like really, really complicated.
All the memories seem to be set in or near Vimara village. But I'm still not sure if they're restricted to this location.
Alright, time to pass away.
If time was allowed to pass within the false memories, there's a higher chance they might conflict with someone's original recollection. That would make it much harder to avoid suspicion.
Alright.
There's a difference between memories that arise from lived experiences and those that are implanted into the mind.
Yeah.
Perhaps it has something to do with time. Maybe not. We don't have any way to prove whether certain memories were simply forgotten or never existed in the first place.
Okay, then it's just gotta be this one, maybe.
No wonder! All this time and the sky hasn't changed a bit! That must mean time
How is
isn't
this time?
passing! That's the tell of the fake memories! The implanted memories are basically taking place outside of the regular 24 hours of the day.
Yep.
If the memories included the regular passage of time, it would be easy for people to tell that something was off. Like there could be overlap or something. People might
Yep.
start to wonder why they remember doing two different things at the same time of day. That's why he makes sure the memories take place at a specific moment in time rather than over a period of time.
Alright. Consider this conjuncture. We already know then. The question is whose memory? Yeah. Seems to have an obvious answer. So,
Dainsleif had memories implanted into his mind. Could it be that it's happened more than once?
maybe?
We thought Chief Amadea forgot about the missing villager. But it turns out, we're at a moment in time before the village issued the commission.
Right, it's
The
this one.
color of the sky coincides with the moment in time she described.
This person. I knew from the start.
That's exactly what Atosa described!
Huh, come to think of it, every time we talked, it always seemed to be around dusk, just like right now. Time always passed by really slowly. Even when it felt like we'd been talking for hours, the sun would still be at the same position in the sky.
Yep, that has to be it! This is definitely Atosa's memory.
Let's go to the tree.
Yeah, that's where they'll be!
Oh, where in the memories are. As you see, we boarded off. We can't go any further than in a specific radius, like the Caribou thing. That memory, fuck it, Ray. I just want to see what this is. Okay, it's okay. With these dolls here, you can tell it's like the Abyss Order person. Rocket from Camnia at least. And then
So,
plus
you
that
see,
would go.
Granny Jahiet was a mercenary when she was younger. She just talks like that out of habit. She's not trying to scare the children on purpose. Oh, there I go again. Always talking about my own things. Do you maybe have anything you want to share? It's okay if you don't. You could also just talk about what you think of me?
You want to fuck him, even though he's just a memory. Implanted by Camrion.
Oh, I think you're an incredibly strong and thoughtful young woman.
You can also see the Camrions by the fucking stars in the eye. Yes, stars in the eyes.
You'll meet many amazing people and live a very happy life. You won't miss someone like me.
Huh? Are those your friends over there?
Yeah. I found him, but why does he look like kind of familiar? He does just look from Camrion, that's why.
Oh, right. This version of Atosa hasn't met us yet.
Friends? I guess you could say that. It must have taken them a lot of effort to find me. So, I should see what they need. I'm sorry, Atosa. We'll have to continue this conversation another time.
Another time, huh? Yeah, okay. I'll head back to the village then. Talk to you some other time.
Alright.
It's nice to see you, Traveler. I believe this is the first time we've met.
Yeah, Neon. Camrion. Alright, in the memories. Episodal and fair and everything else I need to think of. One person connected to all this. Is it that Albrecht maybe? Caliber.
The founder of the Abyss Order.
It's not him.
The man who broke the curse of immortality.
Because that dude was kinda old.
Dane's brother. One of the 5 sinners of Conria. The one who stole the power of the Abyss.
I would say Dan's brother is lightly blonde like he is. Just a rough fucking guess. And I would say this is Caribou dude. Caribert or whatever. Albert. The son of Claude.
Born into abject sorrow, he shall now become the loom of fate. You're
Hey.
Caribert Alberic.
Who mean speaks? Let's fucking go. I guessed it were him. From like seeing him. It's like not the brother, not his dad. It's gotta be him.
Oh. You know me? That's quite the surprise. I don't believe I've met you before.
Hard to say, but we somewhat haven't. Just bro. Memory manipulation shit.
Oh, I see. It was the memory, wasn't it? Your sibling's memory. You saw the me from Back then.
Yeah.
This is Atosa's memory. I came here to say goodbye to her. But I suppose I'll just leave her a message instead. Come, let's find somewhere else to talk.
Alright. The fuck? I can't read this. I can't read the Genshin language. Um. Hmm. Okay. In a Farina here. Oh, we can't change to any character because it's just Lumine. If you'd be forced into using Lumine either way. Oh, with a sibling. But who the fuck chooses like brother? I think most people choose as like Lumine, if I'm honest. Unless they got an alt and then they choose the brother. Maybe. Don't know. I feel like most people choose Lumine. That's just what I feel. Fucking wrong. Could be like 50-50 situation. Oh look. Okay. Can't run. But me wants to kind of look. Meow. Attack. We'll talk to him. Because it became the Gloom of Fate. Yeah, dude, what's this place?
I suppose you could call it the realm of my consciousness. I'm someone who no longer exists in the real world, after all. As you well know.
Alright, well, you kind of like just fucking disappeared, mate, didn't you? Yeah, exhausted, but why?
It's nothing. I still have enough strength to play the part of a good host. I've always hoped that I'd get the chance to talk to you like this, and now, the time has finally arrived.
Alright, bro. Alright, need to learn as much information from him. Yeah. What exactly is
Extreme sorrow and pain. Hope and regret coursing through your veins. And a degree of abyssal power that defies comprehension.
Alright.
Father told me that once I possessed all those elements, I would become the loom of fate.
Okay.
But, despite his intentions for me, I never truly became the loom of fate. I was merely used as a means for its construction.
Okay.
In truth, I died the moment I set everything in motion. The person you see before you now is nothing but a remnant of consciousness left over within the loom of fate.
Right. Alright, that.
As for your question, the Loom of Fate is a device capable of weaving ley lines.
They are what? We've been learning?
In its primitive form, it can only be used to create and implant memories. But, as more of it is completed, its power becomes stronger and stronger, until finally, it has the power to weave real ley lines of its own.
Yeah, that's... What the fuck? That's quite powerful, I guess, since ley lines carry the memories and whatnot.
Once fully completed, the moment it gains the power to weave ley lines, it loses the lower level ability to influence memories.
Ah.
But it also becomes a tool that can change the entire world.
Yeah, makes sense. Because if you fuck with ley lines, you're gonna fuck with the world. Yeah. That's your ability to implant memories then.
Yes. I have the ability to control the loom in its semi-completed form. I suppose you can think of it as a form of compensation.
Alright.
After all, its existence cost me my life.
Oof. Okay. Yeah, I suppose it will. I'm unfinished. Makes sense, but still lost as is why he was so far use himself. Alright. Yeah. It might be somewhere around the village then from where it's been made. Yeah, why implant is sent into villages?
Ah, that. I was wrong to implant those memories. I'm sorry I caused so much trouble. Not only for everyone in the village, but for you as well.
It's fine.
I just wanted them to feel like I once existed in this world.
I mean, you did once exist in the world.
As if I had a chance at life.
Right, bro? Or if there's any meaning to it, I mean... no, not really. Doesn't, I suppose. Well, it does just count of living on, but not technically living.
I know what you must be thinking. Why would I do something so meaningless?
Not meaningless. It's just like, not really living, it's just like, more like living on throughout memories, so, like, when your relatives die or some shit, or someone you know dies, they'll like, live on through your memories in a way, you'd still remember them. Because they existed, so I do understand someone was wanting that sort of thing.
But I just couldn't accept it. I had to know what it would be like if I had my own life. What kind of person I would be. What other people would think of me.
Alright.
Chief Ahmadiyya, Baram, Granny Jahiyat, Atosa.
That were a bit delayed for what showed up.
What would it be like if I could live alongside them? No cataclysm, no curse. Just a quiet life in a peaceful village.
You definitely won't have a fucking outfit like that in a village like that, mate. That is clearly canon.
I was curious, so I selfishly tried to have my own life.
I mean, fair.
Even if that meant piecing together the version of myself that could have been. One memory at a time. I know it sounds stupid. After all, my life ended a long time ago.
True.
Any chance at living was stripped away from me when I was 8 years old. My consciousness left to mature in an illusory world of nothingness.
Yeah, I know. I was just gonna mention that, like, people could just be sending messages just to, like, still count as a viewer because Twitch is fucking weird. But you gotta, like, have a message in chat every so often to still count as a viewer. Changed it back to that. It's a hassle.
Even the form you see before you was nothing but an invention based on my father's appearance. An imagined version of what I would look like if I had the chance to grow up.
Yeah. In the end, it just stems from tragedies that occurred in Canria back then. You know, everyone is looking for you.
I know. But there's nothing I can do to make them find me. If I could exist in the real world, I would return without a second thought and surprise them with the suddenness of it all. But, well, that's not possible for me.
Okay, so technically, if we had the help of Nahida, it could be possible by making a robot-like body like Raiden Shogun. This is your consciousness. Would make, well, it might. Would Nahida be able to do that, or would we need Nico to be able to place his consciousness into said body? Be able to round? It probably would be a help of Raiden and Miko situation. Maybe Nahida as well. Make things easier. Though that's just some shit. Some knowledge of the game, of what is possible in the game. It's not impossible for you, mate. Technically. It's difficult. If you think about it, what I just said, like, if we were basically the same sort of technique Raiden uses and have a fucking body made like it Raiden had. Boom, done. Yeah. He's good. But it'll go that way. Right, yeah. Williams just only appeared in their memories. Resistance was great comfort to them. Yep, they believe she once lived alone.
I know.
Alright. We'll have to continue this conversation another time. Then, like,
Captain Dainsleif. Twilight Sword, you mean? No need to meet up with him. Things should already be settled on his end.
Well, the fuck you mean?
Exactly. As someone who could only exist in people's memories, the fact that I'm able to talk to you in my consciousness like this can only mean one thing.
What?
The loom of fate has already been completed.
Okay. If it is already completed, that means the eye of the first field tiller must have fallen into the hands of the abyss. Something have happened to Dan. Yes. Maybe, I don't know.
No need to worry about Captain Dainsleif. He's absolutely fine. The only reason he lost the eye was because I happened to guess exactly what he was planning. Captain Dainsleif has had the eye inside his body this whole time, hasn't he?
What? I see.
His plan was to lure the Abyss Order to a false location, capitalizing on their pursuit of the eye in order to have the chance to confront the prince.
That sneaky bastard. I mean, it does make sense. That would be the only place where it would be safe, where he knows exactly where it is.
He would then hand the eye to you and tell you to take it away from that location.
Oh.
That way, Captain Dainsleif could accomplish his own goal and ensure the safety of the eye all at once. A very thorough plan.
Alright, but if it never handed it to me, it wouldn't have been complete, would it?
That's right, because in his mind, he had given it to you already. That's not me to get him a faulty memory. Alright, well. Before you two entered that false location.
Alright.
Traveler, wait.
Hmm?
I guess it explains his dementia thing.
We've no time to lose. Let's head inside.
Alright, okay.
That was when I implanted the memory of him handing you the eye. Given the tense situation at that time, Captain Dainsleif failed to notice anything out of the ordinary, and took that memory to be real. I'm sorry, Traveler, but I needed the Loom of Fate to be completed. And to do that, we had to retrieve the eye.
Okay. Alright, now it's complete. What are you planning to do with it?
I promise I'm not trying to conceal anything from you, but I truly have no idea what the prince is planning. Tevat's ley line system is deeply entrenched in the planet. Creating new ley lines can neither replace nor extend the ones that already exist.
Okay.
In the face of everything they could be planning, I fear I'm too insignificant to even get a glimpse of the bigger picture. In any case, I had my own use for the Loom of Fate, and my goal, at least, has been achieved.
What goal?
You remember my father, don't you? Clotar Alberic.
Yeah.
I believe you saw him in your sibling's memory.
Yeah, indeed.
After he used the power of the Abyss to restore consciousness to my hilichurl form, I suffered from an indescribable level of mental anguish. To comfort me, my father told me a story, that this was a fairy tale world where I had to take on the form of a little monster. that story managed to dispel my fears. Even if just for a moment. My goal was simple. To use the Loom of Fate in its near-completed form, when its ability to create memories was at its strongest.
Okay.
To implant a specific memory into the minds of the Hilichurls.
Ah, okay.
In that memory, I would tell them a story, just like my father did for me. It was a story of fairy tales and love. But more than anything, it was the story of us.
Alright. Bedtime story. Yes. Alright. Okay, so I just want to chill and fuck out.
I can't change the world. Not when I lost the very right to exist within it. Implanting those memories, that was the most worthwhile thing I could offer.
Not what meaningful. Not meaningless.
All that's left of my existence is a wisp of residual consciousness tied to the Loom of Fate. In truth, that trace of my consciousness should have dissipated long ago. My goal was the one thing that allowed me to hold on all this time.
Okay.
But now, the bedtime story is finished. And it's finally time to rest.
Scene. Oh, now then.
Looks like I was too late to see Kari Bear one last time.
Yeah.
Kari Bear's consciousness is gone, and this space will soon disappear along with it. Neither of us belongs here. That's why we're not tangible.
Yeah.
Were that not the case, I'd love to hug you too. Well, how about a conversation?
Give me a sec, I'm gonna paste some screenshots in the chat. Well, potential. That one's a bit too shit, I guess, but. We'll screenshot this then. Perhaps we'll find a better one round here for the screenshot for the thumbnail.
The chance to just stop and talk like this is certainly not easy to come by. Wouldn't you agree?
I'll just screenshot random bits and have a selection, I guess. Right, yeah. Right.
That battle earlier was tough. The one against Dane, I mean.
What else would you have mean?
I didn't expect that after everything, he would still hesitate to raise his sword against me.
Alright.
Were it not for that, perhaps I'd still be no match for the Twilight Sword. Even after 500 years.
Yeah, what the fuck are you gonna do with them?
The Loom of Fate, huh? I still haven't found a way to utilize it to its full potential. But there's still time.
What the fuck are you gonna... What is it going to be, Christopher? Like, what is your plan?
Before the heavenly principles awaken.
It's sleep.
Yes. For 500 years now. Ever since the cataclysm in Conria.
Alright.
There's been no sign of activity. Not long ago, you witnessed the Hydro Archon destroy her divine throne, yes?
Yeah. I'm sure that's going to fucking awaken the heavenly principles at some point, or at least that a way to just get it, or you know.
Such a flagrant disregard for the rules, and still Celestia took no action. I suppose that's proof enough of the heavenly principles situation.
Alright.
However, the heavenly principles will awaken. We just don't know when that will be, or what might trigger it.
Alright, so you hate the heavenly principles, bro, don't you?
You could say that.
Right, bro.
Just look at Kari Bear. He was so pure and single-minded. The space we now find ourselves is a perfect representation of who he was. Quiet and peaceful.
Alright.
Even as a hilly churl, seeing the terrible sight within the mirror wasn't enough to taint his spirit. He brought comfort to the people of this world, even though he was denied the very right to be a part of it. So ask yourself this. Who was it that deprived him of that right to exist?
The heavenly principles, I suppose. They've done that. With what they did to Canria.
Of course, that's only one example. My feelings about the heavenly principles are too complicated to explain in just a few words.
Right, bro.
Lumine?
Yeah.
You're the only one in this world who calls me
Voice
that.
acting. Voice acting. I mean, I call you that. There we go, we got a confirmation, so it doesn't really fucking matter what you choose for the name. It's no mean, no matter what. Even if people call her the Traveler, you know.
There's so much I wanted to ask you. But for some reason, I'm not interested in asking those questions right now. There's just one thing I have to ask. One thing I could never understand. Why? Why can't we continue our journey together?
At the end of my journey, I arrived at a place known as the Sea of Flowers at the end.
Alright. I think that's like the end of our journey. Where we'll be.
Do you remember? A long time ago, when we traveled between worlds together.
Yeah.
You told me. You wanted to find a place in the universe where that one flower was in full bloom. To have a place like that suddenly appear before me? Well, would you think of that as a coincidence?
I guess not, I suppose.
You mean?
I miss you too, Lumine. But as this war continues to rage, and as I continue to seek that final answer, I don't even know how to face myself sometimes, let alone my own sister.
What's going on?
This space has lost its tether.
Yeah.
I doubt it'll be able to exist much longer. In fact, aside from our ability to physically interact with each other, there's something else you should know about this space. With Kari Bear gone, we won't be able to remember anything that happened here.
Bullshit, because I will.
Everything in this space will be wiped from existence, including all memory of our reunion.
I mean, it's on a Twitch rather than going to be on a YouTube video. And I'll remember it.
You're only telling me this now?
so sleepy. Paimon's head feels all fuzzy.
Does it now?
Oh, Paimon woke up a little earlier than you, so Paimon will fill you in. The villagers said that they saw us sleeping near the village yesterday. They couldn't wake us up no matter how hard they tried, so they decided to just bring us back here. Oh, and Dane came by just now? It looked like he was injured.
Yeah.
He didn't say anything, though. Just made sure that you were alright and left. Kinda seemed like he had a lot on his mind, but that's Dane for ya.
Yeah, he never changes, does he?
Let's think for a second. We were in that memory, and we saw that guy you called Kari Bear. He was the missing villager that we've been trying to find, right? And after that, Paimon doesn't remember what happened.
Alright, we'll talk tomorrow.
Wait, really? What a score!
Alright, yeah.
Well, what happened after that?
I remember.
Ah, there you are. Sleep well?
No one ever fucking do.
Bayram, you sure seem happy. Did something good happen?
Something good? Huh. Wasn't anything good or bad, I'd say.
Fine.
It's just that, well, the village organized another search party yesterday. It didn't feel right to leave all the searching to the adventurers. So there we were, searching away, when suddenly this one guy said it all came back to him. According to him, one day around dusk, he was passing by this one tree outside the village, and he saw our missing villager. There he was, sleeping under that tree all by himself. His parents came a little later to wake him up, and they all left together. They looked like quite a happy family, apparently.
Alright.
And after that, well, we all started to feel like that really is what happened. Kind of strange that we forgot all about it for so long.
Alright, so I said bye.
Oh, and we also remembered his name, Kari Bear. Now, that's not a name you hear every day. Would have been helpful if we remembered it sooner.
Yeah. Alright, yeah. I should have remembered it.
Well, I hope he's happy wherever he is. And we're all relieved now that we know what happened.
Seems like everyone thinks Kari Bear left the village. That's probably for the best. At least they have some sort of explanation now.
Alright, yeah, it's above these.
Paimon wonders how Atosa's doing. Maybe we should go check on her. If she hasn't remembered like everyone else, we can tell her what happened. Paimon didn't see her in the village just now, so she's probably at the tree. Come on, let's go talk to her.
Is this the real life tree? Yes, we got to the real tree. This time, yeah. Now I'm remembering of a song, but I'm sure it's copyright, so I'm not gonna. Oh, I shall not fuck the VOD up for the video. Cause me more hassle.
Hey, Atosa, how's it going?
I need to decide what I want to use for the thumbnail. Right. I don't know if I'll have it like obviously it's going to be of Lumine and Air. have it? Or do I just have it as that one of the main? Oh, I don't think balls too.
Oh, it's you two. I was just about to go looking for you. I wanted to thank you. I was part of the search party, so I remember what happened to Kari Bear now.
Alright, bro.
Honestly, I just can't believe I forgot something so important. It's funny, but I have this feeling he told me the same thing. I just can't seem to remember when. I guess it doesn't really matter anyway. Life is made up of a series of memories. As long as I hold on to our time together, he'll always be a part of my life.
That's what he wanted. That's exactly what he wanted, to be like remembered by people. It's honestly understandable.
I'm just happy I got to meet him. So, who cares what happens in the future, right?
I know that you loved him. Sorry, bro. He gone.
Okay, I'll admit. I'm just putting on a brave face. I was dumped, wasn't I? Otherwise, why would he just leave like that without saying goodbye?
Alright, I'm sure he had his reasons.
You don't need to comfort me. I'll be okay. It's just like Kari Bear said. It's the things we overcome that make life more precious.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, if he has a heart, maybe he'll come back and see me one day.
Sorry to inform you about this, but he fucking won't. He is gone, bro. We saw him, like, Thanos snapped out of existence. Fucking hell, that's just gonna be a saying referring to it. That sort of thing forever now, innit?
Anyway, thanks for all your hard work, you two. I promised I'd help Granny Jahiet with something, so I should head back.
Yeah.
Goodbye!
Well, that should be it, right? Everyone's lives can go back to normal now. Oh, right! Weren't you about to tell Paimon what happened after your conversation with Kari Bear?
Looming can't remember, bro. I do. Things you can't remember. Don't mind her nickname being Ruby, because that's because her hair reminds me of Ruby. As you can see, Ruby is here, this Neko. You can see the hair is somewhat similar. They're both blonde. shoulder length, similar-ish style. But, you know, just how it is. Also be one of the reasons I like Lumine as one of the ones I like the most in this game. Hey, you have something in your pocket? What's in your pocket?
A picture? Where'd that come from? Let Paimon see.
Ooh, I think that's... I just got fucking one I've chose for Dendro sign. This is going to be hard to choose the thumbnail. Thumbnail's gonna be fucking hard to choose from. Like, do I choose one from the, like, scene fuller sort of thing? Fuck. This is just hard to choose. Let's try my weird photo. Get it? Knew it just... Oh, I can get the photo though. Unknown time. Where is it? The pin quest item. Yes. Can't get it as a full screen. Oh. I probably would have used that as a thumbnail, but I guess I can use the screenshotted version as the thumbnail. Do I use that one as a thumbnail, or do I use, like... It's just gonna be tough to choose. It is going to be tough to choose. Do I use, like, that, but the screenshot version as it? Or not? That's just rude, motherfucker of you. Hey, we've got another one of them though. Plenty of that. Plenty of that. My god, have we got plenty of that one. Can I destroy weapons? What happens if I destroy said weapon? Yeah, I'll destroy him. Or a girl, I need to just 1-star weapon. do not ever have 1-star weapons on any character. Even if I don't use them, I do not have them have a 1-star weapon. At least. I may not level up the weapon what they have, but they at least have one. I'll sort that out later, though. I'm never gonna fucking use Gara. But yes, that is bedtime story done. I am going to have a hard time trying to decide what thumbnail I want to fucking use. That's a so hard choice to make. Ugh. Such a hard choice to make. Hey, we at the tree. Yeah. He's actually here. As an in-game real object thing. I guess the quest did somewhat make sense to be in this area when it was like originally around here area. But I'd also include a bit of this. It makes sense that it's like this village what becomes the part for it if it's continuing on from the one from here. Obviously it's set after Fontaine Archon Quest because mention of the Divine Throne being destroyed. But the Divine Throne of Hydra. What? We'll raid someone. I'll highlight after the raid. I'll check that I highlighted the thing from yesterday, which I believe I did, which was finishing Dark Souls 2, and I'll also highlight this Archon Quest, which took less time than I thought it might have took, but fits in with how the other one was, how it was just a more sort of chapter. So, yeah, what the fuck do we raid? I'll get to under that tree though. Since this tree is related to the quest, so we'll just end it here. Yes, resuming the zooming. Let's see. Who's the... No blurbs went live, but I'm not gonna read blurbs. It, which I already knew. I'm gonna read someone. Ah, who's playing Honkai Star? I was looking at the start of his stream, so I read him. Blue the Hood, he VTuber, who's also an artist, and it's suggesting that I read Genshin players. Someone's doing the quest what I've not done. I think it's a quest I've not done. Anyway, Time to red. You want him more? Where is the team? That one. Use Jiggle Red. That's the thingy we use. Anyway. Well now then. We shall Jiggle Red through the hood. Because he's someone I know for a while. He's streaming on Star Rail, so to this game. After this game. But same company. Anyway. Alright then. See ya all again. Maybe on Friday or something. And we'll either do... Well, next stream will either be some Genshin or World of Warcraft. Yep. Until next time. Alright then. For you watching on Twitch or... Like, subscribe and whatnot. Comment. For YouTube algorithm if you're watching on YouTube. Alright then. Keep remembering to say that sort of thing. Enjoy the jiggles. Click start red, didn't I?